Well guys, today we're going to be doing just a simple little air filter change and an oil change on this, I believe it's an '06 Mazda 3. As you can see, I mean, it doesn't look that bad. I mean, it's all there. So we're going to go ahead and start removing all these little connectors and stuff so we can go ahead and pull that air filter out and replace it with a new one. So not that bad, but it was dirty, so big difference is. Alright. Okay. Let's get. I want to get the parts I got inside. They're real hard to get. That's why I'm holding it one-handed. There we go. And master flow connected back. Okay. And okay, air filter's done. So that was very simple. That's easy. It's basically just Phillips head screw, loosen up this little air horn, pinch to remove this breather tube, connector for mass outflow, and of course the 4 little hold downs. That's it. Well guys, we're under the car. I had to remove that rock shield that was under it so you guys could actually see. That's the oil filter right there. Yeah, a little cruddy looking one. And of course with the oil pan, I'm gonna have to loosen and remove that little 17mm nut and back. Oil will spill, and of course I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get this little sucker out. Has an Allen bolt in the bottom. I believe that's a drain, and of course the cover somewhat filthy, dude. We haven't done many of these Mazda 3s. I guess we can say this is the first one, I guess. So we're gonna go ahead and figure this one out real quick. So let me go ahead and drain that oil pan, let it drain while we figure this one out. Well guys, we got the oil draining. There's a nut in the back, a drain plug that was a 17mm. While this drains, we're gonna go ahead and try and figure this little thing out. So let me go ahead and clean this area off and go and start taking it apart. Back in a bit. Well guys, we're gonna go ahead and remove this little drain plug on this. There. There he goes. Let it drain for a bit, or we'll pop this cap off, and there's a filter cartridge in here that we got to replace. So let me go ahead and let that drain just a bit, and we'll go ahead and get to this in a bit. Just give me a second. Well guys, give me a bit. I just ran into a little stump. That filter, whoever put it on last time, really work the number on it because it's super tight, and the filter wrench is slipping. So I'm gonna have to use some ingenuity, and I'm gonna use a belt, a regular belt. I'm gonna wrap it around, and I'm gonna use that to try and break it loose. Give me a second, guys. Well, guys, a whole bunch of different ways, and finally got this thing loose. So now we can go ahead and finish off what was supposed to be a simple little oil change, and it turned into something else. So let me go ahead and get this filter casing out of the way. And there's a filter. I'll show it to you guys in a minute. Let me go ahead and drain some of this old oil out. Alright. Oh, guys, there's the oil filter. The crushing is a twisting action of the case, so that's not an issue, but I mean, it looks a little filthy. I mean, it was due maybe 6 months ago, give or take. Let me go ahead and get this thing back on there, okay? Well, guys, the new filter's back on, so let me go ahead and get it back into its proper location and go ahead and snug it up. I mean, I'm not gonna make the same mistake as the other guys. This one, I mean, yeah, it's supposed to be somewhat tight, but not ridiculously tight, so don't overdo it, guys. And there's that. And the only thing is, now we gotta get that little drain plug tightened back up. And we got that. And now all I got to do is get that protector bolted back onto the bottom of the undercarriage of the vehicle, and we're done.